Day one, so the Monday's lesson. We've made it through to another week. Congratulations. The maths lesson today focuses around the 7 times table. Some of you I know will whiz through these. Some of you will maybe need a little bit more practice. If you do find this lesson particularly difficult and you don't think you're confident with the 7 times table just yet, maybe spend 10 or 15 minutes today on TT Rockstars, practicing your times tables. Like everything, the more practice you do, the better you will get. Okay, let's go through the learning reminders. So the first learning reminder looks at the 7 times table on a counting stick, and you are given certain questions such as how many 7s are in 28. Now, when we're looking at investigating a times table on a counting stick, we can find the answer, which is 28 here. And then we count along how many blocks of 7 make that number. So let's count back. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are 4 7s in 28. And to write this out as a number sentence, 4 times 7 equals 28. Similar question for 56. Start on 56. So how many 7s are 56? What multiplied by 7 equals 56. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 multiplied by 7 equals 56. And finally, how many 7s are in 77? What multiplied by 7 equals 77? You might know this one already. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 multiplied by 7 equals 77. If you found those ones difficult, try your own for some different numbers, okay? Right, next up, we are looking at the pattern that the 7 times table makes on a 1 to 100 grid, which you can see here. So what happens when 7 is added to any number? See if you can make any comparisons. Now, the pattern for the 7 times table isn't as helpful as for the other tables, but there are a few activities that you can do to help you to remind yourself of certain facts. And you've got 2 sheets to choose from, the mild and the hot. I really would have a go at both if you found it tricky, or if you still are not confident, like I said, with the 7 times table. So for these 2 practice sheets, you are looking at number sentences for the 7 times table, and they're in a variety of different ways. So you might be given the answer first, you might be looking by what you need to divide by 7, all of which are in the 7 times table on this grid that you can use. The hot sheet is looking again at filling in the blanks on a number sentence, but you don't have the 7 times table available. So you'll have to fill that in first. The challenge is looking at what patterns you can see for this grid, which has 8 columns. If you find it easy, have a go at the extension challenges as well. There is a practice sheet answers for you to self-mark, and there is a 7 success a bit stuck sheet with some resources. If you're finding it tricky, please do this with an adult. And then to end the lesson, is an investigation looking at secret 7s. And the 7 times table has been written out here. However, code has been used. So a letter between the letters A and I think H is the last one, stands in for a particular digit. The table has not been written in order. So 1 times 7 equals 7 is not first. The clue is that there are 2 less letters, so it must be a 2-digit number. Your challenge is to try and crack the code, so you will need to write out what each letter is. And obviously letters are duplicated. So if you think you know what A is here for this number sentence, you will need to make sure that your A digit is the same for your A digit here, 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 and so on. Once you crack the code for this one, maybe challenge yourself to create your own puzzle for the 8 times table. Like I say, if you found the 7 times table really easy, brilliant. If you need a bit more practice, maybe have a go on Times Tables Rockstars after this. Good luck.